The next station is Ryogoku JB21. The doors on the right side will open.
「
doors.